impart the Spirit of God, but they're imparting their lives in you as well. So God said, I release you from man's hands this morning. The mindset, God said, I'm changing even the spirit of your mind. There's a metamorphosis that's taking place right now. And the metamorphosis is not an osmosis. He said this is a chemical thing. And I looked at fire and how when wood catches on fire, the chemical structure of wood is solid. But when that fire comes, it changes the whole chemical structure of it. It can never go back to wood, just being plain old wood. It's now forever changed. And God said, I want my fire now to burn you and to cause a chemical reaction in you that you'll forever change. Your chemical balance will be forever changed. So he said, I'm changing even you in the spirit of your mind this day. In the spirit of your mind. So here it is. I'm back to my testimony. Sorry, I got back to my testimony. And so for all these years, I was praying, crying out, saying, God, heal me. And I got to the point that I had a good job, y'all. Hear me? I had a good job, had my own car, and I had my own place. And I thought, I was like, man, this feels good. I'm doing this thing. Because where I'm from, Columbus, Georgia, everybody in my family, to me, they went to prison. They've been gangbangers, or they working at this corporation. They've been stayed there for so many years, and they in bondage. And I said, God, thank you. And when the Lord showed me, He said, I'm showing you that you can make it on your own. I'm showing you that you can do this on your own. Because one of my fears was being able to be a man, because I didn't have a man in my life. So I was just like, Lord, I really thought I needed somebody there. And He said, no, I was your father. That's a whole other testimony. I'm not going into that. But the Lord told me, I was driving home one day from work. I had a good job, y'all. I'm telling you, God was doing some great things in my life. And I was driving home one day from work, and the Father, I said, God, I looked in the mirror, and I said, God, is this it? Because I felt like I was going through midlife crisis, honestly. I had a good job, had the car, and I said, the next thing I should have been doing was trying to look for a wife. And God said, no, this ain't it. I want you to leave and go to Jordan. Mind you, I was in Michigan. I had just entered into a lease with an apartment and everything. But God said, leave and go to Jordan. I took up everything. I said, okay, God, I left my job. I left a good paying job. It was a good job. It was a real good job, actually. And I left that, and I was paying for this church, so I had extra money coming in. I left all that. He said, leave everything, come. I left my car in Michigan. I paid my car, left the car in Michigan. Left the apartment. I'm still paying on the apartment right now. This is how God do some strange things, y'all. Y'all looking at me like crazy, okay? But look. This is the thing. I prayed in instant obedience. Yeah. Because I left. It was December 2007. And the Lord told me to leave. And I left. I got up and I left everything. And I left. And then when I got here, I went to this ministry here in Lawrenceville. And the Lord told me to go there. And He told me this is a hospital. Yeah, my prayer was, God, heal me, deliver me, right? He said, I'm sending you to this hospital. And for 8 months, I went through open heart surgery. Y'all hear me? I went through a healing process. God had to take out of me this old heart, this old nastiness, this deep-rooted nasty stuff, this darkness that was within my heart. And He had to take it out of me and purify me. And then after that, after them 8 months, here come Apostle Hill. And the crazy part about it was I met him 5 years ago, and my mother was here. She can tell you that I looked for him for 5 years. I said, Lord, I might just be around this man right here. He got something that I need. I see that I'm gonna be going right there. I see that's my place, and I think that's where I'm gonna be going. That's what I'm gonna be doing right there. When I met him, and the Lord said, okay. You heard my cry. I see you after 8 months of healing. And God said, now that you're here, I can release your destiny. I can release you into destiny and purpose now. I can release you into what you're going into now. The very purpose. See, the thing about it is we've been trying to get these quick fix, these 12 steps to get to the prophetic, to get to the apostolic, and to get to these ministries and all these different things, and get your piece of paper and all this other stuff. But you ain't went through the healing process.
That's it. That's it.
You looking for all these steps to skip steps. You're trying to skip over stuff. You're trying to play hopscotch, but you can't do it. You got to go through the process. You got to go through the healing and deliverance. And so I say all the time, you can't be nothing. I don't care what your gift is right now. I don't care what operation you're operating in right now. God can't release to you the power and the demonstration that He wants to until you be delivered and healed. And I say deliver and heal. I didn't put those are two different things.
Yep.
There's healing and deliverance that needs to take place. Some of you been delivered, but you ain't been healed. Some of you been healed, but you ain't been delivered. So God said healing and deliverance, and then I'll release you into destiny. Then I'll release it to you, your vision. I'll release to you what I have for you. But this is the hour that God said, first things first. So whatever you have to do, confess. Whatever you have to do, repent, turn away. Repent means to rethink, to turn around, don't do it again. Whatever you have to do to get to God, do that. In the intimate settings like this, it's you and God. It's you and God. And so the last thing I want to leave with you all about worship is when you come into a corporate setting, I realize that there's something that I can get in corporate worship that I can't get on my own personal time of worship. But here's the thing, I have to have a personal worship to bring to the corporate worship.
That's right.
Because there's a stream that when we all get together on one accord, in agreement, there's something released that I can't get on my own time of worship. But there must be your own personal worship. So therefore, I command your spirits to rise up in personal worship, but also in a corporate setting. Bring forth worship. Bring forth. Get on one accord. Even if you don't understand it, if you just see everybody swaying, begin to sway. Whatever you have to do to get in agreement. Because there's something about the power of agreement, man. There's something about the power of agreement. It was in one upper room. It was in one place. Agreeing on one. Okay.
That's cool. Oh my God.